Iron Geek here. Unfortunately, somehow or another, OBS had its audio source turned down for the first part of this video. But at about a minute and 47 seconds, you should receive normal audio. Sorry for the inconvenience.
That haven't been put in? How about patches that might have been put in, but the person who's maybe the lowest paid person on that server team who was told to stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning to reboot the server, did they wait around until that thing came back up, logged back in, and was the patch taken? Okay. How do you find out this information in a quick, easy, and a manner that you can use to prioritize where you need to go next? Okay. Scanning's pretty much the answer. Okay. Scanning leads to something called vulnerability management. Vulnerability management is nothing more than scanning repeatedly and using those results to harden your systems over time. Because you're not going to scan and magically it's fixed. It's not going to happen. In fact, what's going to happen is you're going to scan, you're going to fix a bunch of stuff, and when you scan again, the numbers aren't going to add up. You know why? New vulnerabilities came out. It's a constant battle. Okay? So, 20 years ago, Nessus Professional was introduced. Okay? 10 million plus downloads later, 1.6 million security careers started. I mean, 50%, I believe it is, of the Fortune 500. They're all using Nessus Professional or the derivative products, Security Center and Tenable.io. We're talking about a major change in the industry. And this major change in the industry came about because of Nessus, because of a need that was being filled, and quite simply, so that we all could combat that thing that's out there, okay, that says, I don't want to be on CNN. It's that simple. If you really want to be on CNN, ask the CEO of Uber how he enjoyed it. How about the guys running Equifax? I don't think they enjoyed their 15 minutes of fame very much. Okay? This is why we take our, let's just say, woefully underfunded, drastically underpeopled IT departments, and we use these tools to scan, take a look at our systems, and harden ourselves against a potential breach. Now, these breaches can be anything, and that's the problem. Okay, these breaches can come from anywhere. So that doesn't make it any easier either. In fact, a casino was recently taken down by a Thermostat in a fish tank. Okay. WSUS going to tell you about that one? Nope. Not within its purview. Okay. So what you need is a tool that's going to take a look at any device connected to your network. You need a tool that's going to analyze that device from the hacker's eye view and maybe even the inside view. Why do you need the inside view as well? Well, how about that agency that, one of their people picked up a USB drive in the parking lot, plugged it in to see who it belonged to? Now you know why you need to know about the inside view. Because whatever it was that was on that USB drive suddenly had all their user rights. By the way, it's also why a lot of us say that you shouldn't be logging in as a domain admin every day. Excuse me. So, over the last 20 years, we've gone from Nessus version 1, okay, maybe even Nessus 0.1, okay, all the way in to Nessus version 7.2. Most of you aren't using 7.2 yet. Why? Because it's being released right now. All right, new scanning engine, it's going to be faster, a lot more usable. A couple other things that you're finding is a lot more usability with transferring licenses with our Nessus Pro. Okay, this allows you to have those multiple installations, transfer the license so that you can actually get more use out of it. Okay, Nessus Professional is a product that has changed the industry. It's made it so that you're not just looking at those endpoints. You're looking at the switches and routers. Why? Because, once it's set up and the firmware's in there, if it ain't broke, you don't want to touch it, right? Of course, that new firmware revision, every single time, line 1, bug fixes. You know what those bugs are they're fixing? Vulnerabilities. Okay. So, while I'm up here talking, it might be sounding like I'm trying to tell you that all you need to do is scan for vulnerabilities and patch them, right? Not true. Okay. I work for Tenable, and I'm going to be the first one to tell you that Tenable, just like any other product out there, cannot be your only security tool. There's nobody out there that does it all. Okay? What you need is a toolbox. Okay? Just like when you go on site to fix hardware, you bring a toolbox that has more than just that small Phillips head screwdriver. You might need the needle nose pliers too. Okay? Well, you're going to need your endpoint security. You're going to need your firewall. You're going to need you might need your SIM. All the different products that are out there that you're using to enhance your security. Vulnerability management is a key part of this. And I'll explain why. All of those products out there, one of the things they're doing, two groups I'd like to say. There are the ones that are going to tell you what happened, past tense, when everything goes wacky and everybody's calling you on the phone and you don't have time to look up and see what happened. And then there's the other group. They're the ones that are watching out for all the things that you have to worry about in your careers. They're the ones that are out there trying to protect you from the viruses, the malware, everything. Okay? It's not as easy without my slides, to be honest with you. But they're there protecting you about all the things you need to worry about. What's Tenable there to do? Tenable's there to simply make there be fewer things to worry about. Okay? Let's talk 20 years ago. Configure. Okay? I remember getting called into a casino one time to take a black hole virus. It was working on their Windows machines. I think that was Windows 98 that one was on. Okay? You don't hear about them anymore. Why is that? Well, because they used certain vulnerabilities. And if that vulnerability has been eliminated from the system, then even if old school stuff like Configure got onto your system, there's no place for it to take hold. That's why companies like Tenable, with our Nessus scanner specialize in making there be fewer things for you to worry about. I don't know about you, but I like that. I like being able to sleep at night just as much as I like not being on CNN. Okay? My wife prefers it that way too. She doesn't like the midnight calls. So, as you see, different tools in your toolbox are going to make it so that you can have that comprehensive cybersecurity strategy. Okay? You're going to need to be protected from all the things that you have to worry about. And then you're going to protect yourself by making there be fewer things that you have to worry about. It's that simple. I really should be wearing a watch, shouldn't I? Okay, so we are running into the end of my time. I apologize for AV issues and for running so close. And I apologize for not having nice, pretty pictures to put up in front of you. Is there anything that anybody wanted to ask? Because if you've got a question, maybe the person next to you does. Anyone? All right. Well, I'm going to try to get this room back on track. If that's okay with you guys? All right. Folks, I apologize for the difficulties. Thank you for listening, and you all have a great day. If you're interested in hearing more, come see us over at the Tenable booth.